back to another episode of Yes Chef. I am your host, as always, BigChefDro. And in my research for this particular video, I found that there's not a lot of variety when it comes to egg rolls. Yeah, you got your one-off, but for the most part, they're all pretty much the same. Same ingredients, same concept. So I was really worried about how I was gonna pull this video off. Then I started to think, what if I take my previous videos and turn them into egg rolls? Come on in, family. Let's cook. Is from a video that I did about 2 years ago, and it's a seafood stuffed blackened salmon. What a great video. I'm gonna go ahead and pin that up there for you so you can go and check that out so you can see exactly how to make the filling, the stuffed filling for that salmon, and also what we use and how we put that together. So let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so here's the ingredients for the first egg roll. First, I have my pauperdome blackened redfish magic, and then I have my salmon. Now, I just took the salmon, cut them up in smaller pieces. Didn't want any big pieces in there. I didn't want anything falling out. Kind of want everything to be together. And as you take a bite, everything comes in instead of something being too long or too big and you can't bite through it and then it falls all out. All right, so we have some provolone cheese. I just took a couple of slices and kind of just tore them up with my hand. And then we have our filling. This is the filling that we use for the seafood stuffed salmon. Very, very great filling. Some cream cheese, some shrimp and scallops and crab and mushroom, spinach. Man, there is a lot to go in there. So go over to that video and you can see how to properly make this stuffing. So let's go ahead and get this egg roll done. So we're gonna go ahead and start this off with 2 teaspoons of butter in here. You don't want it too hot. I got it on probably like a medium right now. And we're just gonna go ahead, season our salmon. Put some of that blackening on there. Little blackening seasoning, however much you want to put on there, that's fine. And then we're just going to give this a stir. We're just going to toss it around until it's about a medium. I'm not going to cook them all the way because I really don't need to cook it all the way because it's going to go off in the grease as well. So basically, you're just searing the seasoning on there. All right, so that's pretty good for me. So we'll let that cool for just a little bit. I'll probably just throw it in the refrigerator for about 5 minutes just so we can handle it, and then we'll just get these rolled up, okay? So the next egg roll comes from a video that I made last year called a French Dip Extreme. Man, that was a delicious sandwich. So let's replicate that into this egg roll. Let's get into it. All right, we're back. So let's go over these ingredients for this French Dip Extreme. First and foremost, we have our baby bellas. Now, these are a little big, so we're gonna chop these up, dice them up pretty small. Remember, you only have a small space to work with in the confines of an egg roll, so you wanna make the most of it. And then here we have the London broil, okay? Went to Publix and got this sliced up pretty thin, and then I just went in and just kind of tore it up with my hands. Again, you don't need really big pieces at all. I have my peppers, red, green, and orange. I'm gonna dice those up small along with this Vidalia onion. So we'll chop those up really small. Then we have more of the provolone cheese that I just took and just broke up with my hand. And then here we have the au jus. Now, this is from a concentrate. And again, all of the information that you need concerning these ingredients are in the video that I'm gonna put up here as well, which is a French dip extreme. Hey, make the French dip extreme as well. It's an absolute great sandwich. All right, so let's go ahead, get some oil in this pan. And as you see, I got these chopped up pretty good. So I'll put these off in there. Along with our mushrooms. All right, we'll just put this back in the bowl that it came out of. Got this sauteed off pretty good. So the grand finale of these egg rolls, and it's going to be the chicken wing stuffed pizza. This is a video I did about 15 months ago when I had comedian Tim Shropshire in the kitchen interviewing him, and we made this pizza. I'm gonna make another one for it. This is my third attempt at this pizza because I'm evolving every time I do it. So I'm gonna do it again. But for right now, let's go ahead and make this egg roll out of that previous video. And that video is going to be up there as well, so you can go and check that out. But hold on, stay tuned for the third video on chicken stuffed pizza. Come on. All right, so we have the ingredients here. And listen, you can put more things on it. You can put some bacon, you can fry some bacon up and cut them into little pieces and put them in there as well. You can pretty much do whatever you want with this. But this is pretty much how the chicken stuffed pizza was a supreme. This is pretty much how it was. The difference is also I had red onions and I have whites. I would love to have red onions, but since I cut the white and the bell peppers up for the other egg roll, I figured just go ahead and use those. I got my chopped up mushrooms, got my olives, pepperoni, and then this is a pizza blend, shredded cheese out of a bag, and then some pizza sauce here from Mids. Then I have these chicken. Now, I've put this chicken on the grill beforehand, got it all grilled up. I do have drumsticks, though I don't use the drumsticks in that particular video. But we're gonna go ahead and get these, the meat off of these flats. And what we're gonna do is we're simply just going to get all of the gristle. You don't want any of this gristle in there at all. So you wanna get all of that out of there and then get your bone out of there as well. And you can take some off of there. And then of course, there is the other bone that is in there. And you can get that one as well. And then you want to go up top here and get those little extra pieces of gristle that's on there as well. So now you're left with a boneless flat wing. All right, so what we have here, just our chicken, got the skin on it, you know, no bones, no gristle. Make sure you get all of that out. And just basically just tear it up. So full transparency. Yesterday I did the egg roll video and I gotta tell you, it was absolutely delicious. I went through the whole thing, the taste testing and everything. And at the end of the day, I looked at it and I wasn't okay with the presentation of it. So in the last video, I just layered everything in and it did not come out as nice as I wanted it to look. Tastes phenomenal. Did not look good. So I'm thinking all night, how can I make this better? And about 4 hours ago, it came to me. Why don't I just chop everything up and then mix everything together, combine them all, and then put it on the wonton? And I'm like, I think that's going to work. So That's exactly what I did. I chopped everything up, and we're gonna combine everything together for these 3 delicious egg rolls, and I'm gonna show you how I do it. So come on in, let me show you what I got. All right, so here's everything that we have here. As you see, everything is pretty much chopped up. I have my onions and peppers all diced up, got the mushrooms. I even chopped up the olives. I chopped up the pepperoni as well, and I chopped up the chicken as well. The chicken wings, and then I have, of course, the shredded pizza blend cheese from out of the bag. Now, provolone, dice that up too, and that's going to go in with the salmon mixture. So I did the mixture and then put the salmon right inside of it, just to make it a lot easier, a lot better. Hopefully, it looks really good when I do it. All right, so now for the French dip, again, chop the cheese up really well. There's our chopped up bell pepper, onions, and mushroom mixture. And then this, I think I'm gonna keep this the way it is. I think I'm gonna chop this up too. I'm gonna chop this up as well. Once I get it off in the au jus. I'm gonna get the au jus hot when I'm going to do that one. So the first one I'm going to do is the salmon, the seafood stuffed salmon egg roll. I'm gonna do that first, okay? So let's go ahead and get it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and show you how this is going to be done with the salmon. So I think what I wanna do first is put some cheese on the bottom of it, and then get the mixture with the salmon. And go ahead and put that on there. This is a lot easier, I think. And then I think I'll go ahead and put some more cheese on the top of it as well. Kind of even everything out, balance everything. Let's get some of this egg wash on there. All right. Then let's give this bad boy a roll. Sure that is on there really good. I want to kind of fold that down in there. Get that over. Okay. Now, go ahead, give that a nice little tight roll. Okay. Dust some of that off. And that looks pretty good. If you got some openings, just hit it with a little bit of that egg wash. That should be fine. All right, so we got that one. Okay, so we have the London broil all chopped up, and we have our au jus nice and hot. So we'll go ahead and we'll add the meat, the London broil, into the hot au jus, okay? We'll get it up to temperature that way. And we're gonna get that nice au jus taste off into the meat, okay? Because that's what's gonna differentiate this from a regular old Philly cheese steak or roast beef sandwich. This au jus inside of the meat as you're getting it up to temp is what makes it different. Now you can use prime rib on this if you want as well. You can use roast beef as well. You can use another, like a ribeye or whatever. You can use whatever. But the difference is this good au jus sauce is in that meat, and that's where that flavor is gonna lie. For this one, we're gonna go ahead, get these peppers, onions, and mushrooms off in here. Then we're gonna put all of that good cheese in there as well. Good provolone. I'm gonna mix it up, see if I need any more. If I need to put any more in here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put some more of this provolone in there. One of the mistakes I made yesterday was not putting enough cheese in this. And another mistake was, and this is why I chopped it up, was because when you bit into it, the meat was layered. So it became a bit too much, more meat than anything. So I think this is going to be perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and put this together. All right. Yeah, I think this is just going to be a better product here. Okay, you just want to kind of make sure you get enough of everything in there. And remember, you don't want to overfill these to the point. And if you do, I have a way to ensure that it stays intact. In fact, I'm going to do that with this one. I'm going to see if I can accomplish an overfilled egg roll with this one here. Okay, so I'm putting a lot in this one. Okay, that's maybe I can put a little bit more. Who knows? Let me see. Maybe I can get a little bit more in there. Okay, now let's go ahead, get our wash. All right, and let's go up here, push that down. Let's see if we can overstuff it. I don't know, maybe I should have put more. Well, I don't know, maybe I didn't overstuff it. A little bit more of that egg wash on there. Well, came out pretty good. But my point was that if you do overstuff it, just roll it and then put another wonton wrapper on it. So that'll ensure that it doesn't break up on you. Okay. All right, so that one there is done. And as you see, I got my pan here with some flour in it as well. So we don't have to worry about these things sticking and, you know, tearing apart once they do. All right, okay, here we go. Now, let's go ahead and get our pepperoni in there. I'll go ahead and just put all of it in there. Then our olives, you know what? I'll put that all in there too. Let's put all of that off in there as well. We're not going to put all of this. We won't do all of it. About as much as everything else. How about that? And then some chicken. Now, you don't want to put too much chicken, okay? Because this isn't, you know, this is, the chicken is an accent to this pizza. You want that pizza flavor, and you want to get the hints of the chicken, okay? All right, so I don't know if it'll be a good idea to put the cheese in there, so here's what I'll do. I'm just going to go ahead and get a nice layer of cheese on the bottom, and Let's go ahead and drop some of this mixture on top. I'm gonna go ahead, drop some more of this cheese on there. Okay, let's go ahead, get our wash. All right, let's see if we can get this bad boy to close off. Yeah, that is nice as well. So it looks like we are ready to put these bad boys in the oil, but I'm gonna sit here and roll up the rest of them. I'm gonna get some more rolled up, and we will see you when we get ready to do the taste testing. All right, so we got these in the oil. There's one thing I wanna say about this. So you don't want your oil to be too high when you start. You want this to kind of stay in there for a while, let the insides get hot, and you don't want the outside to get too dark on you. So if you start this at about around 300, 310, 315, you should be fine. And you know, try to keep it at that level as much as you possibly can, because the longer it stays in, the better the insides are gonna cook up for you, okay? So we'll see you at the taste testing. All right, family, here we go. This taste testing, I think is gonna be a lot better than the other. Because I'm looking at these egg rolls and they look a lot better. So let's start off with the seafood stuffed salmon. Now I drizzled a little bit of some spicy mayo on here just to kind of kick it up a notch. So let me go in and let you know how it tastes. Wow. Mixing all this up together definitely gives it a totally different flavor. Totally different. Wow. All right, I got 3 to go to. All right, I got to do 3. All right, I'm gonna stop. Okay. All right. Number 2, we have the French dip extreme. Little hot au jus right here. I'm gonna dip that bad boy in there. See, that's it right there. See? That's it right there. Remember I was telling you that the last one, when you bit into it, it was layers of meat and it kind of took away from the whole experience. With this, I'm tasting everything. Everything's balanced. I want to do another piece, Mom. All right, I'm gonna stay on task. All right. Now we have the chicken wing crusted pizza. Little piece of sauce to dip it in. Yeah. Oh, wow. Again, everything comes together. Wow. All right, look, I'm staying on task. I'm staying on task. I'm gonna get y'all out of here because I really want to tear this up. Wow, that was really good. That's the best way to do it. So I did it both ways. This is the absolute best way to do it. So please go watch those videos. So I've put them up on the button, and I am pinning them to. I'm pinning them in the comments, and I'm putting it in the description as well. I'm going to put the playlist for the game day snacks at the end of this video, so you can go ahead and go and look at that and see those other, have 3 other videos. There's 2 chicken wing videos and a coconut shrimp video in there. Go check those out as well. But you gotta try one of these at least. You gotta have one of these. If you're gonna do egg rolls, you gotta do one of these. So thank you folks so much for watching. I appreciate you as always. Go ahead, hit that like button. And if you want to be a part of this family, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Don't forget, turn the notification bells on. That way you'll be up to date on everything that we're coming out with. And you want to get those notification bells on because I am going to start going live, and I really want to do a live cooking show with you guys. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that notification bell after you subscribe, and you will be down with the cause, because we are going to try to get this out really soon. And keep a lookout for my seasoning blends. It's coming out real soon. I'll let you know when it's coming. I'll let you know. You'll be the first ones to know. So folks, until the next time, until the very, very next video, as always, family, peace.